Good afternoon, fellow YouTubers. Hope everyone's alright. Today I'm doing a video on multi-tool. I picked this up from, let me show you there folks, put you down. I picked this up from a, can you see there? There we go. I picked this up for a steal basically, and it come with the strimmer attachment, the chainsaw attachment, unused. So today I'm just gonna see if we can get it fired up and out for sale. So as you can see, that's just come off there in my hand from the HT lead. So first things first, let's crack on with that, and then we'll see if it's got a spark and get it running. Let's have a look. Hope everyone's okay. Oh, well, that plug is literally brand spanking new. See that? Where do you think it's been used? But yeah, the machine has obviously been used well, or left outside. One of them. Can we see alright there, guys? Oh, yeah, that's better. So we shall check the spark. We'll put that back on, so you can see that's come off that clearly. So just pull your rubber boot off, and then you can see the holes there. But what I like to do is I'll put that back there, and then what I'll do, I'll crimp that. No, in fact I don't like that. So we'll crimp that one there, that's better. Put that one in there. Like so. So that's getting a good earth now, that. But what I like to do is just get a bit of insulation tape. And I like to just make sure that's on nice and snug. So just helps it stopping from coming out. Well, I in my opinion anyway. So basically I will show you a little trick, if you don't already know it, that is. Spray it with your WD down the boot head, or the spark plug cover head, whatever you want to call it. And obviously that's, you know, the hole's bigger than the thing's bigger than the hole. So, but because we've lubed it up, that'll just slide over nice and easy. Make sure it's lined up, and there we go. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Saves stressing and thinking, you know, struggling with it, but there you go. Yeah, so let's see if it's sparking. Let's have a look there. Are we on or off? Stop forward, back's on. So where are we? Just going to do it the old manual way. Touch a bit of earth it a bit with your screwdriver. It's not the dumb way, but it is what it is. So give it a pull. And as you can see, folks, you'll be able to see that front moon. Bloody hell, that's a lovely colour. So all I'm going to do now is, we've got a spark. We've put the boot back on the spark plug. I'm just going to drop a bit of fuel down, because them lines, them fuel lines there, they're rock solid. So just going to get a bit of fuel. Where's the syringe? There it blows. Tell you what we'll do. I'll put in, just clean the syringe out. That's better. So I'll get the old clean cap and I'll just pour a drop in there. So, you know, all the time I always bloody spill that. So just syringe your fuel up. Just drop some in. Enough to wet its whistle, because it's been stood a long time, that way it looks. I mean, it has been used, folks, definitely, because, but not much, I don't think. Like I said, there's a bit of corrosion on the head there, but yeah, I think it's been stood more than anything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop the old plug back in. Like so. Nip her up. And then back on. Like so. Now these machines, I've got some really nasty kickback. So we've got choke, off. Let's give it a go. I don't like the sound of that. The boots on there, yeah. Yep. Let's just see if that chokes off. Put the big one. Chokes off, yeah. Anyway, let's give it a plug pump squirt there. Let's keep going. That is not for going, is it, folks? Let's turn the old tick over up a bit. Get it whacked up full way. I can smell the old feel on me there, look. Let's give it a go. Come on, baby. Come on. Don't want to play ball, that. Bone dry, that. Let me try an old plug, but they're all reliable. Let's shop a bit more fuel. Right, choke off, let's give it a go. Right, folks, that is not started. So let's dig a little deeper. Take the plug back out. Knowing me, I probably could have flooded it. So let's upside down. Give it about 20 pulls. Right, so and let's get the plug back in. Let's give it a go again. Oh, HT lead on. Nah, that's not gonna go, does it? That is not for starting. That's got a lovely spark, an absolute lovely spark. I'm just going to put a bit of WD down the old head, free it up a bit. Right, what I'm going to do, folks, I'm going to take the top cover off, and I'm going to check that everything's locked down as it should be, basically. You know, I must spend half my time looking through my bloody toolbox. Somewhere. So we are. Let's just there we go. So I just want to make sure everything's as it should, really, as it is. You know, I want it. Just make sure everything's all right in it. And obviously we can pot up. You know, we'll rule things out as we go along. I can't find these bloody tools today. Oh, look. So we'll get there in a minute, folks. Much better. Better. The old bin. Right. So we'll just take the covers off and just have a look, see if you can see anything what's out of place, really, and just make sure the head's nice and tight. But we'll take the carburetor off. Like so, because it's got to come off anyway. So we'll take that off, take the carb off. It's just gummed up, that. Gummed up, horrible. So, slacken that a little more. put them on this tight. Wow. So just push you. That is stew. Shove that. Take the tick hole out of the equation. There we go. Well, that's the pull your throttle cable out. There we go. And that's just snapped clean off, look, that pipe. Clean off. So we'll put that there, the carburetor. Let's have a look at the bung. The bung's solid as well. It's I have had a little shifty clean up around my shed, so just prise that out. Just make sure you don't damage the old tank. Wow. Now look at that. Are you watching, folks? Now that is a brittle pipe. So took the pipe out of the equation. Took the carburetor off. I'm not going to take the pull cord assembly off. In fact, I will actually, because I want to we'll have a good sifty for it. Because if it's been left outside, then obviously it's going to want a good looking at it. So just be careful how you take these off, because they're a pain in the backside. So we'll take that off. Take your little metal gasket off, and then we're left, obviously, see that's moving lovely, that. So all I'm going to do now is spin it around, take the bolts out this side, and I'm just going to have a look at this piston. I'm going to take the exhaust off, and I'm going to have a look at that piston and see what the piston's saying. So I've got a sneaky suspicion it's something to do with that. Let's have a look. Well, it's just not my luck today with these tools, folks. There we go. That didn't like that, so that can stay in there. Right. Now that fuel, to me, what I've been pouring in has been leaking out the exhaust there, look. Can we see that? So, and there's a gasket on. So what I'm going to do, put the exhaust bolts there with the exhaust. Right folks, let's have a, oh dearie me. Oh ho, ho. I think that's game over. Let me bring you in there folks. Sorry about that. Can we see? Can we see on that piston? Let me flip you around. Where are we? We're there. There we go. Can we see that? That is shot. So, what shall we do here, folks? I've got a spare part, I've got a spare strimmer. We could take the head off, take the piston off. Yeah, should we give it a go? Yeah, why not? Why not? So we'll just take the head off. So put everything there. Take your cover off. Just undo your switch leads, that'll pull out like so. Just make sure you keep everything nice and neat, and then you're not scratching your head looking for bolts later on. So basically that's your 2-stroke engine. You can see that there. Now I've never seen a piston that bad. Never. Just bear with me folks, I will get the spare, 2 seconds. Hey folks, welcome back. Yeah, so I've got the spare machine out the shed, but obviously that looks, there's a few little marks there, but I reckon I might get away with that. I'll get it on the old wheel. So let's just get the old clips out. See if I can do that so a bit better. Yeah, and just be careful that don't go nowhere folks. So then what we'll do, just push your pin out. Like so. And just gently take your pin out, and there you have your piston, which is out. Can we see that? Let's put you there. Piston which is out, your pin, put your bolts there. so. Yeah. So folks, that can go back in the old pile for if I need any spurs. Right, so right, so now let's, on inspection, this piston seems okay, and I'm just looking at the barrel as well, and the barrel seems okay as well. There's no major scores in it, or looks alright. So let's give this piston a good clean. If I can, let's give it a good clean on the old put it on the old grinder. Put it in. No. Make sure you hold your rings in the right place. You'll see some locating pins, like so, like that. Just make sure you don't see the locating pins, one there and one there. Just make sure you don't catch top of the piston. You only need to put it on gently, like so. See that? Obviously we're full of gunk. Yeah, then don't do that, folks. Well, I'll be damned. It is stronger than I thought. Oh yeah, just keep giving it, you know, a good clean. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Right, so now let's take the head off this one. You know, some of this, I think I need to invest in some more. Let's have a look. I'll have to do it the old fashioned way. I've run out of extensions. I'll go for them like no tomorrow. So let's do it the old fashioned way. So, oh. So I'm guessing, with the state of this, I've never ever seen a piston like this in my life. It is super bad. So what we'll do, folks, I'll have to do a part 2 on this because the missus is just, I'm at the old quacks later, so I'll hopefully get the piston on, and then what we'll do, we'll get it buttoned up and get the eggs. Just try and get making sure that there's lovely compression there and stuff, and then we'll go from there. So right, that's the screws out there, folks. So what we'll do, just get your rubber mallet and just give it a little love tap. Break the seal. Like so. But obviously don't hit it too hard. So there we go. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Wow. Now, have you ever seen a piston like that? Here we go, folks, we're ready. Look at the state of that, folks. Wow. Now that is what happens when you don't put two-stroke in. So, anyway, let's crack on. Pull the G-clamp out, pin, whatever you want to call it. Try not to lose this one, folks. Come on. There we go. So we'll leave that one. Tell you what we'll do. Put it on there. I know where it is. So then just pull your. I mean, wow, I've never ever. Well, I say never ever. It's a bad one. It's a bad one, that. It's a bad one. So just push your. Try and get your pin out best you can. Tell you what, make things easy, we'll take this side out as well. You're all thinking what I was thinking then. Oh yeah. I know you are, could hear you. Yeah, bloody fine then. Get some proper long nose pliers. Right, so makes the job much easier. So put the G-clamp clips, whatever you want to call them. So put that It's tight that. Bloody hell, that must have been on that with some heat. Wow. It's don't want to go that. Tell you what, instead of using my best string now, just use this. Wow. There she goes. That was ridiculous, that. So, let's pull the old gudgeon pin out. Jeez. Wow, there you go, folks. That is one score piston. So now we've got rid of that, let's just inspect here, in here, see if everything's, you know, moving freely. Everything's moving okay. So Alan, bear with me a minute. Hello, Maddie.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello, say hello.
Hello there.
My daughter in crime, look, with the best t-shirt on it, world.
Come on,
Yeah, no worries, darling. I'll be in shortly.
Come on, Brucey.
Got a nip out, so. Alright, so I'm, you what, darling? I've got the quacks. Alright, is Frankie your brother, alright?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
See you in a bit. So we'll just inspect, make sure this is okay. So that's alright there. I mean, the gasket has ripped a bit there because I'm brutal. But I'm going to put some, I've got some gasket sealer for that anyway. So, that was the head what come off the score piston. And as you can see, that, let's have a look here, folks, is kaput. Now that is not, this machine's not old at all, but it's put no two-stroke in there, I'm afraid, and that's what happens. But I can give that a clean out with the old loaming kit, and I'll keep that. I can revive it, as Pledge once said. So, we've got the spare one here, so let's just give that a clean out, like so. Yeah. Right, now folks, it's just a case of building it back up. So what we'll do, we'll put the old, put the new what come off it in. Clearly it won't matter. So, on your piston, you'll see an arrow. Obviously that needs to go to your exhaust. Okay, so obviously you've got your throttle, and then obviously you've got your exhaust outlet. So it does matter which way it goes as well, folks. So make sure the arrow's pointing towards the exhaust. Otherwise, you're going to have problems. So, let's put the old, let's put the old pin in. Come on now. Let me kneel down a bit, I can't bloody see where it's coming in. There we go. So, that's the old pin back in. So we'll get the old G-clamp, G-clip, G-clamp. Make sure you try they are fiddly, these though. It's that little punch. Be careful of that, folks. It's just dropped down the old a silly rookie mistake. Let's see if there we go. What you're supposed to do is cover it up. Like so. So but these things are supposed to test it, aren't they? Otherwise they'll be too easy. Right folks, so that's sat in there lovely. Now, as you can see, spot on. Like the old brow. So what we'll do now, get the barrel. Just going to give that a spray with a bit of WD-40. And obviously that's your exhaust port, your carburetor side. So just move your wires out of the way. And then your rings, again, you need to find where there's a pin on your piston. There's one there, like so. Where's the other one? And the other one is there. Is it there? Yeah. Otherwise, when you squeeze them together, you're going to get a gap and the barrel won't go back over. And then it's snappy piston time, which you don't want. So there's the piston over that. So just slot it over nice and easy. Hold your crank so it's at the top. and then just, there we go. That will just sit on nicely like that. Okay, but what we're going to do, folks, I'm going to clean all that off. Like so. I'm going to get some of the old instant gasket. Bloody smells vile, doesn't it? And then we'll start from this side, and obviously you can see where the gasket is. Do you know what? I should take that off really, but bit of extra protection on it, it'll be alright. No, in fact, let's take it off. I'll leave it on. So I'll just put plenty on, it won't work. Nice even line around there. And then at the back there. Like so. So there's plenty on that bit. So just make sure you've got plenty on there, folks. Otherwise it's just going to leak and there's not going to be enough compression on it for you. So I'm happy with that. There's plenty on there. Put a bit more on there for a good look. So what we're going to do now, we're going to put the barrel back into its place. Pull that off. Like so. And then what we're going to do, we've got our bolts, which 1, 2, 3. Say, let's drop that down there. Okay, easier. So what we'll do now, we'll just nip that up. Like so. And do the opposite corner. Like so, and then just see how that piston's moving. Oh yes, much better that, folks, much better. A lot more compression, that. Go sucking it in. Perfect that, folks. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to end the video there. I'm going to let that gasket set. And then, because I've bored you enough, and we'll let that dry. And then tomorrow, exhaust back on, pulley back on, and let's give it a fire up. And I mean, this is what we do and why we do it. So folks, in fact, can I turn that round? No. So that's where we are at the minute. So we'll leave it there, and we'll pick back up on it tomorrow. So stay safe, God bless, take care.